We are going to be beginning once again in just a moment. Excuse me. Alright, let's get started here. This is Jacob Melton back with you live here in the Southern Michigan Weather Center. I told you that we were waiting for a new... Well, it was supposed to be a tornado watch to be issued for more of our counties. It turns out after coordination between the Storm Prediction Center and our local NWS forecast offices, especially Grand Rapids, it turns out they have opted to go with a severe thunderstorm watch. Again, a severe thunderstorm watch instead of a tornado watch for several more of our western and mid-Michigan counties. This severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until 9 o'clock p.m. this evening. And the primary hazard with this watch is going to be damaging wind gusts on the scattered basis, and some of those strongest gusts may reach 75 miles per hour. In addition to the damaging wind gusts, which are the primary hazard, we are also watching for some potential for large hail up to quarter size. And we will also need to watch again for the potential of a couple brief isolated spin-up tornadoes. Again, the primary threat is damaging wind gusts, with the strongest gusts being up to 75 miles per hour, along with some potential for large hail up to quarter size, and a low possibility of a brief spin-up tornado or two. We are also continuing to monitor the severe thunderstorm warning that has been ongoing for portions of Berrien County. Again, for the potential, it turns out 70 mile per hour wind gusts in the most recent update have been observed. I repeat, the 70 mile per hour wind gusts have been observed in this latest update. And that is per emergency management. 70 mile per hour wind gusts and nickel size hail. And there is also remaining a tornado possible tag, meaning that we are also still watching for the potential of a brief spin-up tornado. We have been getting reports, many reports of wind damage and high wind gusts across Illinois and Indiana. So I need you to take these storms seriously. What I want you to do is I want you to seek shelter now. If you haven't already, you should have when this warning was issued not that long ago, probably about 15, 20, maybe a little bit longer than that, minutes ago. You needed to be in shelter then, but if you have not seeking shelter yet, I need you to do that now. I want you on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows, and given the history of these storms, I would prefer you to be in the most interior portion as well. Now, if you have a basement or storm shelter, even though we're not in a tornado warning yet, with the history of these storms, I honestly believe it would be better if you have that option to go there. But if not, interior room, lowest floor, away from windows until the storms pass. I am going to switch over to another radar real quick so we can check for any potential areas of rotation. This is the Northern Indiana radar. We go to velocity and just double check that. Okay, just wind damage. We are seeing, I'm not seeing anything particularly that screams tornado to me at this time, but there is some potentially broad rotation near the Free Oaks area, heading towards Galion, and that will be continuing to move off to the northeast. So if you're near the Free Oaks area, near Galion, eventually Buchanan and Berrien Springs, Eau Claire, and eventually Paw Paw Lake. We are monitoring some signs of rotation. Nothing extremely tight right now, But with the nature of these storms today, it won't take long for something to spin up like that in between radar scans. So, I want you to err on the side of caution, be in shelter, lowest floor, away from windows, preferably in the most interior portion of your home if you can get there. We're going to go back to our how hard is it raining mode, and I am going to put up another storm track. Speed on that, still, well, let's look, we're storm motion northeast at 67, so we will go 70 miles an hour as a matter of fact. I'm just going to track it along the leading edge. That is where we're expecting the highest winds. Going at 70 miles an hour, that's going to, have to zoom out a bit, try and get it. Those of you that may be watching in South Bend, Indiana, it's going to be arriving there within the next 10 minutes at 4:43. The St. Joseph area at 4:46. Niles area at 4:46 as well. Benton Harbor area at 4:47. The Granger area at 4:52. Elkhart at 4:53. And so this is a heads up for some of you that are not currently in a warning, but would not surprise me if you do end up rather soon. The Holland area at 5:19. Kalamazoo area at 5:26, and the Portage area at 5:28. Again, this is for the leading edge of our line of severe thunderstorms where the highest winds, potentially, those in Berrien County, potentially over 70 miles an hour, that's where they will be. This is on the leading edge of the storm, followed by the heavy rain, frequent lightning, probably, maybe at least some small hail as well. And clear that out. So again, to recap, a severe thunderstorm watch has been issued for several of our western and mid-Michigan counties. That is until 9 o'clock this evening for the potential scattered damaging wind gusts, up to 75 miles per hour with the strongest storms. We are also monitoring for at least some potential for large hail up to quarter size, and we will also have to watch with the nature of these storms today and the wind shear overhead. We will have to watch for some signs of potentially brief spin-up tornadoes. We will have to, in particular, watch any storms that may interact with our warm front, which is currently just north of the I-96 corridor. Any storms that might manage to interact with the warm front, we will have to especially watch for the low-end potential of a brief spin-up tornado. Alright, with no new information at this time, we'll go ahead and get off this live stream once again for right now. I will be back with you if any new severe thunderstorm warnings are issued for frequent updates as needed. And if any county in our area ends up under a tornado warning, I will be live with you non-stop until the danger is over. This is Jacob Melton live here in the Southern Michigan Weather Center. Stay tuned to Southern Michigan Weather. We will keep